I know.
Pivawuna.
Nyakit.
Janet.
Oh, hold on. I'm messing up. I'm already tearing it. All right, here we go. There we go.
Halito.
CO.
Wina.
Unsti Huntedish.
Kikadus.
Madawika.
Kunamante.
CO.
We already said it.
Oh.
Yatehe.
Kasi Asitali. Or
You really want to
Inkati
say that? You really wanna-
Nakusage. Only because every time I try to say it, the people that were teaching, like, you're just butchering it. And I'm just like, well, tell me.
They said,
Yeah. And then I was like, well, it doesn't sound that way when I say it. Okay. So
well, we know what you mean.
mhm.
It's the,
I don't
it's
even know
the
what I
top,
mean. Yeah.
you know. Yeah, that was him butchering Osage.
Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to learn. But,
Yeah.
you know,
We had a great speaker meeting last night. You know, we had a full house. Had a great meal. I got to say thank you, a big thank you to Natalie Harjo. She went above and beyond.
mhm. Yeah. And then she also wanted to pass a thank you to Legend, to Kendrick, to Tatum, everybody that helped out in the kitchen because
Man,
she
yeah.
was super grateful.
She made 3 hams. She made mashed potatoes. She made macaroni and cheese. She made meat gravy and rice.
Hmm.
She made corn soup. She made beans, cornbread, homemade stuffing. Like she went all out.
Yeah.
Corn, green beans. Like, and I don't even think that's everything that she made. Then she, when we got here to the office, then she made 100 pieces of fry bread over the fire.
Hmm.
Like it's crazy. Like I'm so grateful. You know, I got a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. All just for Thursday. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was great. I love, you know, when before Dr. Mann, we were at the sweats. When was that? Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. And she texts Dave and is like, "What do you want us to talk, or what do you want me to talk about?" And I said, you know, elders' teachings. You know how we can apply the elders' teaching to our recovery. And I felt like she hit it right on the head because, you know, I don't know why there's some things that you have to have somebody tell you when you already like have this feeling that that's the way you should believe.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I like what she said about, you know, us as natives being heartline people. You know, we think with our hearts.
Hmm.
You know, not with our heads. We think with our hearts. And you know, it and like I said, I don't know why I have to feel like somebody has to tell me that.
You need that boost of confidence, that
Yes,
affirmation.
yeah. That affirmation, I guess, is what I was looking for. And but I mean, you know, just being in this line of work, you know, just being in this field, like I feel like that comes with it. And I'm gonna lie, you know, I was a little worried about the way things were gonna go, you know, because I'm blind as a bat. But you know, everything worked out exactly how it needed to. You know, yeah, everything just fell into place. You know, and it was funny because my niece Josie, or Josie, she thought I got left here at the office last night. Yeah, she was worried about me.
Just wandering around in the
Yeah,
parking lot.
so that was funny.
Mhm.
That was, but I mean, it was like a great night. If you didn't get a chance, you know, go back and check out Dr. Henrietta Mann. She is a Wellbriety ambassador. She just took on that title this month. She was picked as the White Bison person of the month, and I mean, she's such an amazing lady. You know, she's 90 years old. Is a fluent speaker, and you know, you can just feel like her the compassion she has for her people.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the great thing about it. And you know, she was like, "I'll see you at the next Wellbriety conference," and I was like, "Yep." You know, like feels good. You know, it feels good to know that we got an elder like that, and I don't feel like we use her enough. You know, like it's a wealth of knowledge. Like, and she's willing to share it. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a great night. It was a great night, and I really appreciate Dr. Mann's uh, ability to still, you know, believe in what we got going on with Wellbriety. Like that's an amazing. She's an amazing a part. She's an amazing part of what you know what they're doing with the Wellbriety movements.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could have stayed, but it was Ari's birthday.
Yeah,
But so Ari was just having the time of her life last night. But I got to tune in, watch some of it. It's like, oh, almost made me want to be Cheyenne for a little bit.
nah, we don't need you.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
need.
I'll stick with being a hoe, I guess. But
I
yeah,
think
it
that
was,
life chose you.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole life.
Yeah, the whole life chose you. But
But
you know, it was amazing,
yeah,
man. We had a full house.
yeah, it was a good time. Like I liked seeing, like in the group chat, just seeing all the updates of everybody helping out, the photos during the meeting, and yeah, it was good to see. And so yeah, like I said, I got to tune in for a little bit, and then yeah, Ari was just giving Jericho a hard time towards the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cracking me up because like Jericho's trying to write a letter because Zayla lost her first tooth, so she was writing a letter to the Tooth Fairy, and then Ari's like bumping her the whole time, and Jericho's like stop, and then Ari just does it again, and then Jericho's and then she like gets out, and then Ari just looks at me. She goes, "That was weird, huh?" I'm just like, wow. And I'm like 6, so I'm like coughing, laughing, like it was. I'm just like this chick, 3 years
I
old.
love Ari,
Yeah.
man. She's a blast.
Yeah,
She's a
so,
blast. I can always watch everybody else's kids be bad except my own.
yep,
You know, like
easy to do that part.
well, that's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. Ari had a good time. You know, I. You know, like whenever we were having a meeting and Dave's daughter, you know, she's bouncing all over. You know, and whenever it was my turn to share, I said, you know, spiritually, I'm just a little bit older than she is.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Only like 3 years and
Getting
10
mad
months.
nobody's
Yeah.
passing you around.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, you know. So yeah, we had a great. It was a great night, man. I'm gonna remember that for a very very long time. She had a powerful story, you know, a very powerful story, you know. And then some of her great grandkids were here.
Mhm.
You know, Janet brought her twins out,
Yeah,
and that was pretty cool. You know, she got to hold her great grandkids. So I mean, it was a great night. I just love being a part of this. You know, my recovery it's given me an amazing life, and you know, there's just always great things always happening. You know, I just you know I wouldn't even have this. Uh, I would have never had the chance to even to be able to imagine like I'm a part of something like I am today. So
mhm.
it's just crazy how life works out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, gets us excited for the next ones because I mean, you
Yeah,
never know who we're gonna have next, and then you know, I mean, because stuff just falls into place. Like,
it does.
yeah. So
So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty awesome time. Anybody got any comments for?
let me scroll up. So you got Janice Loken says good morning.
Good morning, Janice.
Michael James Goodshield.
Michael James.
He's
Hey,
checking in.
I need to message you, Michael.
Just checking in from the Rosebud Reds.
Yeah. I had a friend reach out for somebody in Pine Ridge who was looking for some help. So if you could message the tour messenger,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we can exchange some information.
Yep. Drew Willie, Nyakit from Gary. It was a good speaker meeting last night.
Thank you, nephew.
Jay Ladon says good morning from Hope is Alive in Colorado Springs.
All right. Thank you for tuning
Peter
in.
Wilson says good morning.
Mr.
Alex
Wilson.
Dean says good
Alex
morning.
Dean.
C Dump.
AK. C Dump.
Cameron Borgelt.
Good
David
morning.
Beer.
Good morning, everybody.
Jerry Sanders says great night last night. Henrietta is such an inspiration. I've been
She
sober
is.
for 17 years. Great meeting you guys last night. My daughter Olivia loves you guys. I will never forget her words. That's who we are.
Definitely.
Mhm.
And I believe, I believe he was the guy that was like, man, my daughter like watches you all every day. Like she tunes in. So, I mean, I'm very appreciative of, even because, I mean, just being who I am. I mean,
Yeah, who would have thought?
who would have ever thought, that somebody'd be happy to talk to me?
Yeah.
But, it's an amazing journey. Like I said, this recovery thing it's taken me to a place, or should I say, God, Mahio, He's allowed all of this.
Mhm.
I can't take credit for any of the things that happen. I would have to definitely give it to the Creator, the Great One.
Mhm.
That's definitely who has allowed all of this. Bless you.
Thank you. I was hoping my voice would sound better. All right.
Sounds worse.
Yeah. Theodosia says Nyakit.
Nyakit.
Michael says incorporating our culture and ways and our connection to everything outside the four-legged winged swimmers, crawlers, and everything in creation. Kendrick says Nyakit. Belinda says good morning.
Oh.
Esther says good morning from San Diego. My
morning,
Aunt
Esther.
Charlene says Nyakit.
Nyakit, Charlene.
Dave
Nyakit.
Levi says tuning in from South Coast.
Man, we were supposed to go over there this morning, but we couldn't make it. I had an appointment this morning. And I just now Natalie sent me a message a while ago. It was like, hey, we forgot about Dave.
Forgot him at the monument.
Yeah. I left him at the monument. Yeah. But yeah, my bad, brother. We forgot I had an appointment this morning. And that's why we were late doing the live. Hey.
Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning,
And
Shannon.
then-
Miss.
Oh yeah, and then it's my mom's birthday today.
Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Yes, we will get
Good words. Yeah.
Send a special it's a special day here for tour. Miss Leanne Mrs.
Leanna Thomas.
Thomas.
Yep.
It is her 36th birthday today.
Yeah, something like that.
So happy birthday. Leanna is a part of our Gord clan. A very big part of our Gord clan, she's she's an amazing person, so I hope you have a very blessed day. Hope you get to motorboat some cheeks today, all day long.
Ew. Now I'm uncomfortable.
Motorboat some Kiowa cheeks today. All
right, well, let's get into this. Anyway, I'm all hot now. All right. Ultimately, nature will do the teaching. Tom Porter, Mohawk. There are things man has control over, and there are things man does not have control over. No matter how smart we get, whether it be in technology or science, there are things we will never control. The Great Spirit carefully protected and hid the control over certain things in the unseen world. There are forces in the unseen world that make sure humans don't mess things up. The bottom line is no matter what we do, nature will have the last say. Nature is the teacher. We are the students. May we honor and respect our teacher. Great Spirit, today help me live in harmony with people, principles, and life.
Mado. Thank you, Mr. Chebeda. for reading that.
Anytime, anytime.
Um, what came to mind was, kind of like what Dr. Mann said last night about the great one, the creator, putting everything right in its place. You know, and then I think about, they say we were made from the dirt. That's where we were made from. And when our life is over, that's where we're going to go back to. And when I think about like what it says about man not being able to control certain things, the creator made some things, out of our reach. Because I mean, think about it, if we probably wouldn't even be here right now.
Hmm.
Everything's for profit. Everything's for their own personal gain. A lot of things happen because a person gets greedy. Like a lot of the values that our ancestors lived by, those things are gone. We live by different values today. But I feel like us as natives, that's what we hold on to. We are remembering a time when there were no drugs, there was no alcohol. I don't even think it even existed on this continent. And then I think about, like, and I'm not trying to compare the two, but there's been a lot of alcoholics in the Bible for a long time. And I don't think we experienced that until they brought that religion over here. And so it just seems like, that's what we're trying to remember, is a time when we were pure. We lived in harmony with nature. We had a balance. We understood that balance. And is there any way that we could ever get back to that? Like no way. There's That's gone too. But I think as long as we understand our place in this world, uh and understand that there's an unseen world happening all around us every day, and it's the natural order of the way life is supposed to be. I think about, what I was like in my addiction, how I wanted control, I wanted power over different things, because in order for my addiction to stay alive, in order for me to keep it going, like my whole life revolved around, drugs and alcohol. So, I coming to a place where I decided to get sober. And you start to understand different things, and you start to see the world for what it is. And I feel like that gave me the ability to open my mind, to open my heart, to understand that there's something greater going on than me. I'm just a small part of the natural order of this world. And at the same time, I understand how powerful my life and my mind and all my actions are. You know, do I always do things the right way? Like hell no. Like far from perfect. Uh, but if anything, I'm learning how to keep my mind open to these ideals and these thoughts and these this good way of life that's been presented to me in a way that it has me looking outside of myself. It has me looking outside of what I believe in. It has me coming to this understanding that when I have control, you know, um, that's when things go wrong. That's when if I'm driving, watch out. So just being able to be on this journey and let go of the wheel and understand it's not about where I end up. It to me it's about, it's all about the journey. It's all about the little things in life. It's all about being good to one another and understanding that there is a way out. There is a solution. I just got to be willing enough to apply myself to keeping this good feeling. Being around good people. You know, uh, I like. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, I keep thinking about what Dr. Mann said last night about, she got her doctorate in you know to be a professor. She got her doctorate in English. The highest teaching degree that you could get. And she said, some of you all that are in recovery and the journey that you had to take to get to where you're at today, I believe that you all are doctors too. But in a whole different light, in a whole different understanding of the natural law. And I don't know why it just made perfect sense to me. Like I really had to look into my life to understand what direction I was going and what the creator was trying to show me and what he allowed in my life, and the direction like that. I think about where I was going and what I was doing. Like, I mean, it's just like crazy to just like nature is my teacher. It's the natural way that things should have happened. I admitted I was powerless and that my life had become unmanageable. That was probably one of the greatest things. At first, I thought it was like I was ashamed of it. I was ashamed of where my life had went to.
Mhm.
But I understood that that wasn't where the shame was. The shame should have been me not wanting to do anything about it. And I'm not to say like you should be shamed, but that was just my process. I thought me getting help was like shameful to my family. But the shameful thing was me not getting help. Like understanding like I have a problem. Like and I thought I was hiding it when it was obvious, my life was in shambles. Definitely falling apart. And I was too ashamed to admit that. And to me the shame wasn't that I had an addiction, it was me not seeking the help that I needed to get. So I don't know how I went from that to natural law, but in my head it makes
It
perfect
made sense.
sense.
I mean, you could have did what Mingo did yesterday, just pull a book up, and start reading everything. Where he's like, "That's what I think." But no, fluted.
Fluted.
Yeah, it flowed really good. Um, yeah, I think this meditation just always reminds me of grounding and remembering that we're just a small portion of the earth, of the world, of the universe, and connecting with nature is a way to kind of invigorate your spirit again. I know, like, just like fishing for me is relaxing, which, I mean, I need to start doing that again because the girls like doing it. But that, or whenever I talk about the deployments that I've been on, and just going outside at night in the middle of nowhere because there's nothing around, so you get nothing but nature, and seeing that you're just a small part of life, it makes you realize that your decisions mainly affect you. But if you kind of let go of control and let Creator guide you on your journey, you can see the amount of uh, healing you can bring to people. And so, I mean, that's all I got, mainly because it hurts to talk. But but yeah, um, yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me
I
see
get
his
what you're trying to
comments.
say.
Um, Nat says, dang it, almost got through without the rugged Uncle Talks. Aaron says, good morning.
Good
Bella
morning,
Ray
Grandpa.
says, good morning. Christy Warlito says, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Christy.
My mom says, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Thomas. Hope you're motorboating some cheeks right now. Some Kiowa cheeks.
Esther says, the Hopi maze in its own image helps me see the up and downs of life. And when you might think you're stuck, there's always a way out. It's all connected. You're right.
Definitely.
Theta
Thank you.
Orange says, top of the morning.
Hey, good morning.
We
Theta.
are Maheo caretakers of this place called Earth.
Aho, aho.
Hmm? All right. You want to kick off these announcements?
Yes, we should. Thank you for all the comments. We appreciate that.
Talkspace. So this is our telehealth counseling service for anybody 13 and up. You can video chat with the counselor twice a month, or you can message them 24/7. To sign up, go to www.talkspace.com/CHATOR, and then it should have our logo on the page. Once you start signing up, it'll ask you for an organization, and you'll put in Restore, and that gets you it for free.
Text TOR, TOR to 888-580-4TOR. That keeps you in the loop with what we do as a program, where our meetings, locations, times, and all that, all the information you need for that. And then it keeps you updated with what we got going on as a Gord clan. So, shout out to Brand Logics. If you're trying to stay current with what's going on and with Tor or the Gord clan, it's for free. So,
My mom said, "God, Barry." You should have heard how he's talking in the beginning of the live. So go rewatch that.
Hey, I was wishing you a happy birthday. What do you mean? Like, I wish somebody would wish that for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiowa
Kiowa
cheeks.
cheeks. But yeah, Nyaka Earl.
Yuck it.
Olivia Lone Man said my dad was at Dr. Mann's talk yesterday, and I was able to watch on Facebook. Anyone who hasn't seen it should go watch.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes, he spoke very highly of you, so we appreciate you tuning in. So we got to give you a special shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
All right. Well, variety meetings.
I cannot get this.
Here, I'll trade you.
Yeah.
Dang, you got the slider on.
I told you I couldn't do it. Okay, on Monday nights here at 1950 South Shepherd in El Reno at 7:00. Park in the back, come to the back door. We have a Men and Broken Hearts talking circle. It's for grief. I would have to say a lot of people that are in recovery go to this meeting, but it's for anybody. It's for anybody and everybody. We don't want to ever exclude anybody. And then on Thursday nights at 810 East Cedar Avenue in Weatherford, Oklahoma at 7:00, we have a talking circle at the Oxford House. And then while that was going on, like last night, we had our talking circle here at 1950 South Shepherd at 7:00. We fed at 6, and then Dr. Mann came and spoke from 7 to 8. But every Wednesday or every Thursday, we have our talking circle here. Anybody's invited. It's for the public. If you're just curious, I just want to offer. I just want to let everybody know that they're always invited to come to our meetings, because while they're having that meeting, you can bring your kids. We have an empowering our youth talking circle. Because a lot of parents bring their kids to these functions. So, we thought it was important that we give them their own space to talk about the things that they need to talk about, that they may not be able to talk to their parents about, So, then on Friday nights, we have a talking circle here, a 12-step meeting here at 1950 South Shepherd. Starts at 7. You put pen to paper in that one. So, yeah.
All right. Well, Nat said, because you were talking about you wish that was your birthday, she said, go find a Kiowa then. See, now you're gonna be starving. All right.
Mm, mm.
All right. On Monday, we will be in Kingfisher at the ERC to do another hand drum making class. This will be from 4 to 6. I think there's going to be more social services programs out there, and then I think Veterans Affairs is going to come out there as well. So
That's cool.
if you live in the area and you want to learn how to make a hand drum, we will have 20
4 to
kids.
6.
And yep, it'll be 4 to 6. And we might bring some food just because it's gotten bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we'll find something. It won't be glizzies. Don't worry. Don't worry. Or maybe it will. Who knows? And then next, so we have the benefit dance for Arapahoe Sundance sponsor Trevor Trosper. So this will be on March 29th. Yeah, March 29th at the Give Miles ERC. Dang, that is hard to read. I was making fun of
I
Mingo
know you
yesterday.
making fun of Mingo about it.
But yep. And then Earl, I should have your cedar box done next week for that.
Wow.
dance. So there we go. And then that way you can raffle. Hopefully get, some good money out of it for the sponsor. Chad said last night was so good. Janice Meek says happy Fridays. And then Olivia Lone Man put a bunch of hearts.
Well, thank you for tuning in, my boy Chad.
Mhm.
It's Chad Riley.
All right. And we are now accepting applications for All Nations Recovery Gourd Clan, the 2025 to 2027 Junior Princess.
Junior Princess.
Yep. And so it'll be ages 10 to 15. We're looking for somebody, that has taken a stance against substance use. And maybe they were affected by substance use in their household, or now they have a parent in recovery. That's kind of what our senior princess has. And so, if you want to submit an app, click the QR code. And then we will be doing our crowning in September. We are working on a location.
Is that when we crown Carly?
Yeah, because September is recovery month.
Yeah, that's right.
And so we're trying to go even bigger. And so we are looking at venues. All right. And then our biggest update lately is we are now able to provide recovery housing rental assistance to tribal members that are in an OCAR certified sober living home. And so if you are in an OCAR certified living home, the requirements are on the flyer. We need the facilities W-9. We need a copy of your CDIB, a letter proving that you are living there, and then to fill out the app. And then we will make a payment to the sober living home. And that is for any OCAR certified home in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And a question we get a lot is Oxford House one? It is not an OCAR certified home.
No.
Because they are peer run. It does not meet OCAR certification guidelines, but they're still good homes. But
yeah,
they
nothing
just-
against
yeah.
Oxford Homes. It's just that for us to be able to carry out this grant, there had to be certain stipulations in place.
Yep. Lots of hoops to jump through, but take advantage of that. And so a lot of the homes are Branch 15, Hope is Alive, Catalyst. There's a bunch of other ones. Go to ocar.org to
Ocar.org.
find certified homes. And then our latest fundraiser, we are doing a raffle for a tea dress that is a size 9, and then a shawl. So we'll have 2 winners. The first draw will get first pick. Tickets are $5 for 1 or $20 for 5. And so you can cash out Venmo or just stop by the office and do cash. And we will be drawing on the 7th. That's all I got.
I always tell all my nephews whenever, because, they're all like 18, 19, 20. I always tell them, hope you get to motorboat some cheeks today, all day, happy birthday, and then I'll put in parentheses from a girl. So now when I tell somebody happy birthday, hope you get to motorboat some cheeks today.
I know. It's weird you writing it in birthday cards for Irene.
Hell yeah. So yeah. And your mom's husband is Kaiwa, right?
Mhm.
See, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I know. But now you got to find a Kaiwa, apparently.
No. I'm Northern Kaiwa. No finding Kaiwas.
Mm.
I found the Seminole babe,
Mm,
Seminole cheeks.
yeah.
If you didn't get a chance, go on we got a YouTube channel too. CNA Tour
CNA dash tour.
dash tour. CNA dash tour. You can go check out all of our speaker meetings. That's our channel, or you can scroll back on Facebook and look at Dr. Mann's speaker night last night. So it was an amazing night. Thank you to Nishkit Man, Nishkit Henrietta. It was a great. I felt really, really good. Like those types of things just like they just like recharge me,
Mhm.
make me happy to be a part of this thing. So, and once again, happy birthday, Miss Leanne Thomas. Hope you get to motorboat some cheeks
He
tonight.
said, or my mom said, he's more Creek than Kiowa, but I know what you meant. Or no, I know who you meant. And then congratulations to Ruth on getting 25 years clean and sober.
Wow! Congratulations!
It's a
That's
huge
huge.
deal.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all the
Yeah.
comments. Like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us, and we will see you Monday, I
Yep.
believe.
All right.